posted on LinkedIn that you were like, there's a work anniversary or something.
Thank you, man.
Congrats. It was like,
Thank you very much. Hey, you better say hello. You better share that love down there.
I was. It was a work anniversary taking place.
I didn't get anything from
It's
you.
on my LinkedIn.
You got nothing? You know what? Why would you have it? You don't need it.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't need it.
That'd be nice. You need a whole lot of iron. I do need nice rock.
tonight, from the Firebird Fieldhouse, the Chapman Arena, Holy Ghost Prep honors beloved coach Finnegan.
The life and legacy of a beloved member of the Holy Ghost family with the dedication of a devastating loss with the passing of Coach Tom Finnegan. For more than 30 years, Tom was a fixture as an assistant coach on the varsity bench. And throughout his years in the basketball program, he served as a mentor and father figure to student athletes and a trusted confidant and advisor to his fellow coaches and administrators. His basketball knowledge was imparted to all with a sincerity and an infectious sense of humor that made him a dear friend to all, known simply as Coach Finn. He was inducted into the Holy Ghost Prep Athletic Hall of Fame in 2013, and tonight we're here to dedicate this plaque in his honor that will forever hang on the wall here in Chapman Arena. We are honored tonight to have with us Coach Finn's wife, Robin, and his son, Ryan, and daughter, Amy, and their families, as well as many of his former Holy Ghost players, coaches, and friends to share in this celebration. Thank you all for being here. And now I'd like to introduce one of those former players who I just mentioned. He was the class of 2004, and he's representing the basketball alumni here tonight. Brett Manning.
This is such a great turnout for Coach Finn. He held a special place in many people's hearts. And I think what was special about Coach Finn is that, yeah, he was your coach when you were at practice from 3 to 5, but he treated every kid that came through these doors as his own son. and I think that's what everyone remembered, other than the fact that you would see, he always call you slick. If you saw him on a Saturday or Sunday morning for practice, Coach Finn always had some Dunkin' Donuts coffee and some donuts for the boys, and he always had a smile on his face. He was the good cop for a yin and a yang in this program, and he was someone that you could always trust when you had a problem on or off the court. His bond with the players was impeccable to know that he was always there. And I think what was most impressive to me as I started to get older was that Coach Finn didn't go to Holy Ghost, but his love and dedication for this program and this school is really what stands out to me being an alumni for someone who cared so much about a place that he did not even attend. But still, to this day, it's in his heart that he'll always be an alumni of this program. And we all cherish the memories that we made with Coach Finn along the way. So, on behalf of all the alumni, I would just like to say Coach Finn was an incredible man, and obviously a wonderful father to his own kids, and the many of men that went through this program that were probably sons to him, and we considered him father figures when we were out on this court. So, he was an incredible coach. He was always our coach. Coach Finn, we remember him tonight, and I just want to thank everyone for coming.
Thank you, Brett. Now someone who needs no introduction, the man who has been at the helm of the Holy Ghost Prep basketball program for the last 44 years, Tony Chapman.
For 30 years, Tom Finnegan was not only my assistant coach, he was my close friend. Finn became part of the HGP staff in 1990 after spending some time at Conwell League Catholic as a JV coach. What Finn brought to our program, beyond his renowned matchup zone defense, was a remarkable personality that made him loved by his players. His basketball knowledge and skills were unparalleled. He was by far the best individual I have ever met for scouting an opponent. I always felt grateful that he was scouting for us and not against us, as I always felt his scouting reports gave us an immediate 5 to 6 point advantage each game. He was the best at game preparation and also the best in analyzing our game performances afterward. I miss his scouting reports. I miss his presence at the weekend practices. I miss his presence on the team bench. I miss our phone conversations at all hours of the day and night, and Robin can attest to all hours. But in the end, I just really miss my friend. We've been fortunate to have known him, and I will always feel extremely lucky to have him be such a vital cog in our program for a long time. There will never be anyone quite like Coach Finn. Thank you.
As much of a constant as Coach Finn was on the bench, there's the next person who I'm going to ask to come up and speak was just as much the presence in this building and at home, all the home and away games. She was right by his side every step of the way. Tom's wife.
Everybody who made this possible. This is such an honor for Tom, and he would be incredibly humbled by it if he were here. Tom really loved coaching basketball at Holy Ghost Prep. I can pretty much guarantee you that if you ran into him somewhere, he had at least one article of clothing with
Coach. Thank you very much for your attendance this evening. Again, we're so pleased to have so many of Finn's former players and friends here. Thank you all for being here, along with his family and friends. The plaque that you see before you will be placed on the wall right next to the door of the athletic director's office. So the next time you're in the building, make sure you stop by and see it there. And while you're here tonight, make sure you check out all the pictures of Coach Finn that are out in the lobby. Thank you very much.
you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart, 'cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I see you. I think I see
Patrick goes down. Starts the bed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Chapman Arena here in the Firebird Fieldhouse. After 500 days, the Firebird Fieldhouse can return to full capacity for a basketball game. The student section is here, and most importantly, a lot of friends and family of Coach Finnegan join us for this special December night where we honor him, and also it's the home opener for some basketball as the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds take on the visiting New Hope Solebury Lions. Hi everybody, I'm David Shapansky, the voice of the Firebirds, joined by Caden Stewart. Caden, it's your first basketball game as you are a freshman. What are 3 things you are looking forward to, not only this season, but in this game?
Well, for number one, this is their Holy Ghost's first district game in a very long time, so it's important in the first half to make sure you take notes and learn what the district, like other district teams, including New Hope, are doing in the first half and try to execute that in the second half. For second, New Hope usually makes a late run, so be sure to score early and often, and make sure you have enough of a point lead as a fallback plan. And for number 3, I looked at the stats before. New Hope is averaging about 40 points per game, so make sure 40 to 45 is a target score. The JV team put up 65, so you don't have to do quite as good as that, but as long as you get 40, 45 points, we should be in good shape towards the end.
Well, let's talk about the Firebirds. Those are 3 great points, Caden. Firebirds come into this game 2-0-0, but this is their first game that it's not in a tournament, as you mentioned. They lost some players last year, including some key seniors, Jack McDermott, Liam Huey, Ryan O'Hara, Tyler Schmidt, and Ryan Coolhan, and more. But this year they get a really good threat in Seamus McDermott, who made over 63 pointers in his first 2 JV seasons here at Holy Ghost, and now he'll play in his first varsity game, and as Mr. Heston would say, he expects Seamus McDermott to do big things.
I expect him to do big things too. Most people look at big top juniors and seniors having to leave the school as a very negative thing. I just see it as more of an opportunity for younger guys like Seamus to come up and make their presence known early and often, like I said before.
Well, let's turn it over to PA announcer Barry Bessler, who will give the introductions as well as the starting lineups and tonight's national anthem.
All fans are encouraged to recognize the efforts and express support for both teams. Use only positive words and actions to respect the game officials, the players and the coaches, and all other spectators. Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise at this time for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Chapman Arena in the Firebird Fieldhouse at Holy Ghost Prep on Coach Tom Finnegan night. Introducing tonight's starting lineups. First for the New Hope Solebury Lions. Number 32, Liam Ross. Number 24, Justin Lehman. Number 15, Miles Denby. Number 11, Charlie Albano. And number 3, Dylan Hilbrand. Head coach of the Lions,
Sheed. Next one, 6'3" senior, number 0, Sheed. The coach of the Firebirds is Tony Chapman.
Well, welcome back here to the Chapman Arena. It's time for basketball as the 2-0 Firebirds take on the 0-3 New Hope Solebury Lions. For the Firebirds, it's the usual starters this year: Shane Riley, Dylan Sheed, Seamus McDermott, Ryan Sylvester, and Mel Lindsay, who is at center for the tip with the Lions. Number 32, Liam Ross, and it's won by the Firebirds and Dylan Sheed. Sheed to Seamus McDermott, as we said in the open, is really a key player that the Firebirds are going to hope really shines bright this season. Over to Dylan Sheed. Mel Lindsay back out beyond the three-point line. Cross-court pass to Shane Riley. Riley underneath to Sheed. Goes behind a defender. Back out to Seamus McDermott. McDermott over to Lindsay. Lindsay drives. Back out to Seamus. He's a great three-pointer, and his first three-point shot misses. Rebound is picked up by New Hope. Number 32, Liam Ross, gives it off to Charlie Albano, who will take it over. Albano for New Hope. Albano over to Hildebrandt. Back out to the 5'9" senior. Gives it off underneath. Good defense by the Firebirds. Back out to Hildebrandt, who shoots the three. It's off. Rebound picked up by the senior, Dylan Sheed. Sheed, quick pace to Lindsay. Lindsay over to McDermott, who did not attempt another three. Riley back out to Sheed beyond the three-point line. Just about a minute in. Underneath to Sylvester. Hits off the backboard. No foul call. Lindsay fakes the three. Goes for the mid-range two. And it misses. McDermott tried to get the rebound, but it's picked up by Justin Lehman.
The Holy Ghost Firebirds may not have any points on the board, but they're playing exactly the way they should. Shoot fast, and shoot often. The more shots you take, the more points they're going to get.
Demby over to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt back to Albano. Albano in the corner. There's a three, and it's made for number 15, Miles Demby. It's a 3-0 lead for the visiting Lions. 6 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Glad you could join us here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel for the first time this season. As number 15, Miles Demby, who just made the three, knocked the ball out of bounds. Firebirds will keep possession. McDermott beyond the key, over to Sheed. Sheed back out to Riley, a great three-point shooter, and it misses off the back. A little too much. Tried to put it back in was McDermott. Rebound picked up by the senior, Sylvester. Underneath for Riley, and it's in. A little bit of hoop magic for Shane Riley, and the Firebirds cut the deficit to 1.
Great rebounding on that drive. They need more, they can keep the rebounding up. That means they can keep the ball out of New Hope's hands.
Lions in their away navy blue jerseys. Albano back out to the point to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt back off to Albano. Over to number 15, Demby, who just made the three about 30 seconds ago. Back out to Lehman. Lehman tries to get around Riley. Riley knocks the ball free, but Lehman stays with it. Now back out to Hildebrandt, who gives it off to Albano. Albano back to Hildebrandt, who tries to get around McDermott. There's a short two, and it's made by Dylan Hildebrandt, the 5'9" senior. It's 5-2. Sylvester with speed the other way, back out to Riley. He does not take the three there, but Sylvester does. It's well contested. It bounces. Rebound picked up by the Lions and Hildebrandt.
Again, just keep getting the shots off. However, Holy Ghost defense really needs to step up here. They cannot be allowing this many points too fast.
5-2 lead for the away Lions. David Shapansky with Caden Stewart here on this Thursday afternoon. There's a foul. Will be against the Firebirds as number 15, Miles Demby, will go to the line to shoot two. The foul is against Ryan Sylvester. It's his first of the game. Demby will go to the line and shoot two. His first one is made, and it's now 6-3, New Hope. 6-2, New Hope. I'm a little bit, maybe per se, hopeful. The next one misses. Rebound picked up by, not O'Hara, Ryan Sylvester. Sylvester over to McDermott, back out to Riley for the three, and it misses. Rebound once again picked up by Demby, and the three ball is just missing right now, Caden, for the Firebirds.
So it's right there. This is what I mean by take notes and learn from the first half.
Absolutely. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Dylan Hildebrandt over to Albano. Albano, the 6'2 senior, gives it back off to Hildebrandt. Dylan drives and makes the short two. The layup is good. Timeout called by Coach Tony Chapman. And the New Hope and their fans have them really into this one. It's an 8-2 lead early for the visitors.
And good call for a timeout by Tony Chapman. They needed that break. They really need to recoup here. Their defense, like I said before, they can't be allowing too many points this quick. They're averaging only 40. Who is it? New Hope is averaging only 40 points a game. They've already scored 8 so far. Holy Ghost needs to slow them down, and it's a perfect time to call a timeout.
Well, New Hope is 0-3 to start the season, but their last game was a tough loss, 40-36 at home against Springfield Township, who came into that game undefeated, 2-0 on the season. So the Lions are really competitive on Tuesday, and so far they're really showing up the Firebirds here in this first quarter. But things can change, and we're hopeful things can change.
Basketball is all about runs. If Holy Ghost goes on a run, things can definitely change.
McDermott gives it off to Mel Lindsay. Lindsay, the 6'6 junior, falls to the ground. He'll get back up as the Lions take over Albano. Hildebrandt underneath. It was tipped by McDermott. Demby was there to try to put it back in, but wonderful rebound there by the tall Ryan Sylvester. Sylvester over to Dylan Sheed, and the two is made and one. Dylan Sheed.
That is the type of play that we need in the paint consistently. And ones are just as good as threes.
The foul is against Charlie Albano. It's an 8-4 lead for the Lions. Sheed misses his one and only free throw, and the rebound is picked up by Liam Ross. Ross gives it off to Albano, who is the point guard. Albano tries to get past half court. Good defense there by Dylan Sheed. Sheed over to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt going to work against Shane Riley, another big player the Firebirds hope to have this season and really be a star in their lineup. The ball was lost, but picked back up by Lehman. Lehman back out to Hildebrandt. He's played very well so far here in this one. He takes the three. Dylan Hildebrandt, it was in and then rolled out. Good rebound picked up by the Lions, but good battle. Now McDermott gives O'Hara the spring and one. Sylvester, I'm kind of flashing back to Ryan O'Hara from last year, the senior. I apologize. Ryan Sylvester makes the two and goes to the line to shoot the extra one.
Well,
hey, it's the first home game of the season. We'll get into it.
Well, Sylvester is showing signs of Ricky Bobby on that play, so I can understand the mistake.
Ryan's played really well so far here in this one early. Good pressure, good defense, and he completes the three-point play. Firebirds only down by one. Firebirds last year went 13-7. They start this season 2-0. There's number 32, Liam Ross, and the shot is way off. It's an air ball, and the Firebirds
over here. Look at that.
And the Firebirds will take back possession. 3 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. It's an offensive foul here, actually, against New Hope Solebury. They lead it 8-7. McDermott takes it up the court for Holy Ghost. McDermott over to Riley. Two good three-point shooters. Having a catch back out to Mel Lindsay. Lindsay over to Sheed, kind of being double teamed there. So is Sylvester. There's a corner three from Shane Riley, and the three is good. Firebirds have the lead 10-8. Good shot there, Caden.
Like I said before, basketball is all about runs. You see New Hope on it at 2. Basketball is all about runs. Holy Ghost has outscored New Hope 8-2 over the past 2 minutes or so.
Well, Liam Ross makes the layup there. And we're all tied up here at 10 here in the first quarter. Glad you could join us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to try to get to 700 subscribers. Lindsay back out to Sheed. Sheed to Sylvester. Sylvester to Lindsay. Lindsay back out to Riley, who makes the three. And he's on fire right now. Shane Riley gives the Firebirds a 13-10 lead. Good shot, and Shane's shot is as good as any, really.
Just had to work out the Kings for a few plays.
Yeah, they were just a little off there the first couple minutes of this quarter. Riley seemed to figure it out, and so have the Firebirds as they lead 13-10. Albano back out to Demby. Demby over to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt back to Albano. Albano being heavily guarded by Sheed. Albano tried to maybe go for the mid-range there. He'll take it there.
Yeah.
Good block by Ryan Sylvester.
That is great lockdown defense. But after the timeout, this game has completely flipped. Holy Ghost playing great on offense and great on defense now.
Aiden Graham checks in for the Firebirds. First check-in of the day for Coach Tony Chapman. Checking out will be Seamus McDermott. Justin Lehman with the ball for the Lions against Aiden Graham, who also has a really good three-point shot. A lot of the Firebirds have very good three-point shots. Looks like Sean McGranahan will check in soon. Right now, Lehman has the ball for the visiting Lions with just over 60 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Firebirds lead 13-10 so far in a tight contest between two teams from, well, the Ben Salem area, New Hope area. Lehman with the ball in the away jerseys for the Lions. Hildebrandt beyond the three-point arc. Back out to Demby. Demby back to Hildebrandt underneath for Liam Ross, and his two is good. It's now 13-12 Firebirds.
It all really comes down to when Holy Ghost is on offense. Obviously, defense can really help win basketball games, but Holy Ghost needs to score points, again, early and often. They're doing just that now.
Absolutely. David Szymanski with you here along with Caden Stewart. Underneath to Dylan Sheed, the senior. He goes up and misses the layup. Good defense there by New Hope, and the rebound is picked up by Albano. Probably one last play here for New Hope to end this quarter as they will try to take the lead. Firebirds going to try to play good defense. 13-12 lead for Holy Ghost. 19 seconds. Three-point shot from Demby, and it is good. Miles Demby, the 6'4 sophomore, makes it a two-point lead for New Hope. It's now 15-13. Firebirds have to rush. Just 10 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Aiden Graham back out to Riley. Riley for three, and this one misses. Rebound is fought for by New Hope. It goes out of bounds. There's just 0.2 seconds left to play. The Firebirds, though, will keep, I believe, here, but Caden, not much time left to play. Firebirds, though, will check in Sean McGranahan. McGranahan will check in for the Firebirds. So now it's Aiden Graham, Mel Lindsay, Dylan Sheed, Aiden Graham, and Shane Riley with it. And that will do it for the first quarter as the visiting New Hope Solebury Lions lead 15-13.
So not a bad first quarter. The first part of the first quarter definitely was not looking great. However, Holy Ghost made a comeback towards midway through. They lost a little bit at the end, but 15-13 is not a bad score. As long as their defense can pick it up in the second quarter and not go down by a mile at the start of the third, they should be in good position towards the end of the game.
All right, well, for the first time this season here in between quarters, we're going to give it over to our new courtside reporter, Noah Makowitz Sr. Noah, what do you think of this first quarter? Firebirds trail 15-13.
Thank you, Dave. Well, the first quarter seemed to start off pretty slow, sloppy on defense. Coach Chapman seemed to be heated with the lack of effort seen in the beginning of defense, giving up some easy layups, not playing really good in transition, but we got a couple of and ones by Dylan Sheed and Ryan Sylvester, and a couple threes from Shane Riley to put us back in this game, and it looks like this is going to be a game, Dave.
Absolutely, it should be a game. Thank you, Noah. We'll check back in with you, maybe with an interview a little later. Caden, in terms of your opinion, this first quarter was not the best for the Firebirds, but they battled some adversity in the beginning, and they only trailed by 2.
Exactly the way they wanted to come back. They were down 6 in the halfway through the first quarter. Now they're only down 2. As long as their defense steps up here, like I said in the intermission, as long as their defense steps up here and they're not down by a lot at the start of the second half, we'll be fine.
Well, don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. We're on Coach Finnegan night from the Chapman Arena. We honor Coach Tom Finnegan. New Hope Lions have the ball. It's number 13, Brian Demby. Demby back out to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt drives, tries to get past Riley, and it is an offensive foul against the Lions.
It's a great call there by the referees. A little bit of maybe blown call out of bounds, but he made up for it there.
As a reminder for all students who are watching, as New Hope does call timeout, so it's a great time to talk about some announcements. Mr. Whartonby, our campus minister, would like us to remind you that tomorrow for all students during our spirit, not our spirit, but our split mass tomorrow for Christmas. There will be a Christmas collection, which will help those in need, and it's run by the Fathers Guild Association. So please bring in some money for the Christmas collection and help support those in need during this holiday season and give some back. Firebirds right now undefeated on the young season, 2-0. New Hope coming in this game 0-3. The Lions lead it 15-13. Not an offensive foul call there. It was a defensive foul against the Firebirds. So the Lions in the away jerseys will keep the ball. It's Dylan Hildebrand who goes for the 2, and he misses that shot just off. Rebound picked up by McGranahan, and that's intercepted by number 11, Charlie Albano. Albano, good defense there by Sheed. Sheed pokes it from underneath him. Albano didn't know what was coming for him. Now Sheed with speed drives towards the net. Aiden Graham, can we get a Graham Cracker 3? It's underneath for Dylan Sheed. He misses the layup, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2 to try to tie this one up.
Perfect defense and a perfect offensive run there. Once again, that's exactly what you need to do. Do not let New Hope get shots off.
The foul goes against Albano. Dylan Sheed, who did go to the line one time so far in this game in the first quarter. He missed his only free throw. He'll make that one, and it's now 15-14. So I was talking, Caden, the other day to Mr. Hessen, Coach Hessen, who's the assistant coach, and he said that Dylan Sheed is perhaps really the ticket for the Firebirds getting to the playoffs and going far in the playoffs, because he has so much potential, and they're hoping that he can bring that out this season as he makes both free throws.
So Dylan Sheed, obviously, we've shown he's definitely not scared like Ben Simmons. He's able to take shots, and he's way better than Ben Simmons at foul throw shooting. Sheed
tries to steal again. He rushes with speed, and it was last touched by Sheed, but great defense there. So the Lions will keep it, but great hustle there. And we know that Coach Chapman, with 903 wins entering this game, always loves the heart and hustle that his team plays with, and I'm sure Dylan Sheed will get a pat on the back for that one. New Hope Lions trying to pick up the pace a little bit here as John Wilson for the first time is in this game for New Hope. Back out to Hildebrand, who's played nearly every second in this game for the Lions. Hildebrand falls down but is able to get the ball off to Lehman. Lehman, that is a 2, and it is made. We'll see if they count that as 3, but it looked like a 2. It is a 2, and the Lions now lead back up by 2. Looks like the student section wanted a foul maybe on that one, an offensive foul.
Yeah, it was close. I'm not going to make a judgment on that one, but it was definitely very, very close.
Cross-court pass to Riley. Riley now goes underneath the basket as the ball is back out to Graham. Riley misses the layup, but then gets the putback. And as the great 76ers announcer would say, well, we love Kate, who now is in with the 76ers, but turning garbage into gold. And looks like we will have a foul there. And that's what looks like Riley did there. Turned some garbage into gold, missed the first layup, but then was able to put it back in. Yep. Mark Zumoff is who I was referencing. I was trying to get the name out, and I was stuck on the new 76ers announcer, Kate, who she does a great job. She really does. I'm blanking on her last name, though. Smith? No, I can't remember. I love the job she does,
too.
Too.
It's a common name.
Yeah. I promise I will find out. I'm a little bit blanking on names with all the names I have in my head for both the rosters right now, as that call will go against New Hope. Seamus McDermott checks back in for the Firebirds in the 17-17 game.
All right, here's another opportunity for Holy Ghost to attack on offense and take the lead. With only 5.5 remaining in the first half, this is a perfect opportunity.
Kate Scott, that's it.
There we go.
There we go. She's been doing a great job, though, for the Sixers.
Thanks, Google.
McDermott is able to get in that kind of crazy pass, but it is picked off there by the Lions, and New Hope will now go the other way. Taking up the ball is number 24, Justin Lehman. Lehman over to Wilson. Wilson, the 5'7" junior, thinks about what he's going to do with it. Being heavily guarded by Graham, almost picked off there by McDermott, but Wilson does get the ball off to Hildebrand. Hildebrand back out to Wilson, who's beyond the three-point mark right now. Wilson back off to Brian Demby. Demby to Wilson. Wilson back out to Lehman, and it's picked off by McDermott. McDermott is sprung. He has speed, and the 2 just missed. Trying to put it in was Ian Hendricks, who checks in for the first time. Firebirds get the rebound. There's McGranahan for 3. And he
There's a
makes
long
it.
range. That's what we need. As long as we keep hitting the long range, we'll take the longer leads. The more that go in, the more confidence our shooters will have.
This has been a really good game so far. Firebirds lead New Hope 20-17. There's a three taken by Demby. This one bounces in and out of the rim, and it's picked up by Seamus McDermott. McDermott over to his right to Hendricks with a little bit of a swerve, and it's made by Ian Hendricks. Timeout, New Hope.
Shades of Michael Jordan in the paint. What a shot. It's 5-point lead again. All about runs. They're on a 7-0 run.
And the student section is on their feet.
As they should be. This is amazing.
So as New Hope calls a timeout, we're going to give our voices a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. David Chemansky, Caden Stewart will be right back in, well, a few seconds. Firebirds lead by 5. Well, welcome back here to the Chapman Arena here on Coach Finnegan night. It's a pretty packed house for the first time in 500 days. David Chemansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds, along with Caden Stewart. It's a 22-17 lead, Caden, with 4 minutes left to go, and the Firebirds are really now starting to put the pedal to the metal, really.
That's it, and this is the perfect time to do it. Make sure New Hope does not feel comfortable going into the second half.
Demby there is going to be fouled. The foul will go against the Firebirds, so Demby will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will be on the senior Sean McGranahan, number 34. It's his first, the team's second. First one at the line for Demby is missed. And kind of like the Sixers do, if he misses another one, I know it's not the second half, but do we get a free Frosty?
I hope so.
One more at the line for Miles Demby. His brother, Brian Demby, is also on the team. Miles Demby misses both. Firebirds with speed. McGranahan is able to haul in the pass. There's a three for Ian Hendricks, and it just misses. Rebound fought for by Aiden Graham, but Graham did touch it last. And New Hope Solebury will take back over.
If Ghost is able to hit a 3 in the next few seconds and take an 8-point lead, the stadium is going to erupt, and that's the type of fan energy Holy Ghost needs every single game.
Well, the Firebirds received their first 2 wins of the season, one on Friday against Truman and the other one against the host Eagles in the tip-off tournament. They won the tip-off tournament, picked off by Ian Hendricks, the junior. He springs Aiden Graham. Graham with speed, back out, cross-court pass. McDermott couldn't find it right away. It slipped off his hands. Gets the pass out after it was tipped by Wilson. Back out to Graham. Graham for 3. That's McDermott. McDermott misses. Rebound tried to be fought for there by Mel Lindsay, but the 6'6 junior could not come up with it. Good battle there, fought though by the Firebirds, and now New Hope will take it up the other way, trailing by 5.
Good defense.
McDermott now with speed, goes to work, and Seamus McDermott, as Profe would like me to call him, Sham, makes the 2, and the Firebirds lead by 7 just like that.
Once again, Seamus McDermott going back and forth with good defense and good offense.
And there's a foul called. We'll go against Seamus McDermott, it looks like, as he was the one that was not too happy with that call. It's McDermott's first foul. Mark Tomasetti, the junior, checks in for the first time for Coach Tony Chapman's Firebirds. Coach Chapman has 903 wins as he enters this game. Of course, last year we celebrated his 900th win, one of only 6 PA coaches to have that feat. Lehman goes underneath, and he makes the basket. And needless to say, although it's unfortunate for Holy Ghost, New Hope needed that basket.
Yeah, they did need it. They've only put up 2 points. They only put 2 points in the second quarter before then.
Ian Hendricks checks in for the Firebirds. At this time, I want to give a shout out to Mrs. Gear, Mrs. Gear's son, Liam, who is watching this right now. I was told by Mrs. Gear that Liam is my biggest fan and our biggest fan here on the YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, Liam, if you're watching this. And thank you to Mrs. Gear for all the great work she does for the Alumni Association and for the school. There's a layup there missed by Ryan Sylvester, and there's a fight for it on the floor. Hendricks is battling for it, and we'll see who has it. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball of some sort here.
Should belong to Holy Ghost. They were able to get the ball out right after jump ball was called.
Yeah, looks like the Firebirds will keep here. Good eyes there, Caden. Shane Riley, number 0, checks back in for Holy Ghost. Riley last year at a 42% three-point percentage.
That is in
2021. Thomas, go, Caden.
You can go.
Tomasetti over to Riley. Riley back out to Lindsay. Just over 2 minutes left to play in the half. Firebirds lead 24-19 here on the YouTube channel. Ian Hendricks, 4-3. Ian Hendricks gives the Firebirds their biggest lead of the night as they lead by 8.
Here comes the run. Apply the pressure. Do not let off the gas.
Firebirds now showing why they are 2-0 on the season and have dominated the competition so far. There's a foul there that will go against Ian Hendricks. But the Firebirds have an 8-point lead with just under 2 minutes left to play.
One thing that's commonly unlooked in a lot of NBA games, college games, and even high school games are foul counts. Like, you can have all the best players in the entire world, like Seamus McDermott, but if McDermott fouls out, that is a huge blow to this offense. You have to make sure you stay out of foul trouble throughout the game.
Absolutely. Dylan Hildebrandt, one of the starters for New Hope, checks back in. Ian Hendricks, who's been amazing this past really 2 minutes and in this quarter, picks it off. Back out to Lindsay. Lindsay in the pinkish sneakers drives. He has 2 bodies against him, and Mel Lindsay is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good foul call there. Awesome move into the paint to be able to force the foul, and if not force the foul, he's still able to get a shot off. That's what I've learned in my years of playing basketball. At least try to get the foul.
Well, Mel Lindsay will go to the line to shoot 2 once again. At halftime, stay tuned for a kind of a half-court shoot-around with Mr. Firebird, our Firebird here, along with some of the students. First one there is made by Mel Lindsay. Glad you could join us here for the home opener here in the Chapman Arena, honoring Coach Tom Finnegan here on this December Thursday night, but it doesn't feel like December. It's 60 degrees outside. Mel Lindsay makes both, and we will have a timeout called. There will not be a timeout call. Looked like the referee was signaling for that, but both are made, and the Firebirds now have a double-digit lead for the first time all night.
And let's hope it's not the last time. As long as they can keep this lead, it won't matter how many points New Hope scores.
Hopefully they can keep it. Just got to keep on not exchanging buckets, but keep on adding on. Here's Justin Lehman. Lehman going to work against Riley, the senior. Lehman now drives around Riley. 2 Firebirds fall on the ground, and it will be an offensive foul against the Lions.
Another great call by the referees. I'm not one to usually commend referees, so when I say it's a good call, it's probably a good call.
There's been a lot of offensive fouls here early. Firebirds have 4 fouls so far. The guest Lions have 6. Mark Tomasetti will bring things up the court for the Firebirds with just over 60 seconds left to play here in the second half, here in this first half, second quarter. It's been a much better second quarter for the Firebirds than a first. There's a corner 3 for Riley, who just misses. He has made, though, a couple 3-pointers so far tonight. Rebound picked up by Hildebrandt. Dylan Sheed fights for it, gets it back. There's Tomasetti. Tomasetti has a disadvantage in size, but that doesn't matter. Mark Tomasetti makes the 2. Firebirds lead just like that by 12.
The best thing about having large leads like this over a 12-point lead is it makes your offense feel more comfortable shooting threes and shooting those risky shots. While on the other hand, it makes New Hope more urgent and more worried about shooting their shots. So as long as you can hold this lead, even if you don't make all the shots, you'll still be taking more shots, most of them probably 3-pointers, and you'll still be getting those points back.
The foul there is against Mark Tomasetti. Ball will stay with the away Lions. There's a good pass to Liam Ross. Ross traveled. And the Firebirds will take back over possession. There's been a bunch of offensive fouls over the last couple minutes, especially against the Lions. Firebirds will get a new check-in here. Checking out is Ian Hendricks. Checking in is Dylan Sheed, I believe. Just over 30 seconds left to play here in this first half. Coach Chapman has to be happy with the way his Firebirds have played so far as they lead the 0-3 Lions by a score of 31-19. Firebirds probably going to look here to hold for the last shot since there is no shot clock. Dylan Sheed back out to Shane Riley. Shane is going to take his time. He can cook a full-on steak with the time he's taking out there near half court. Just 14 seconds left to go. Also out there for the Firebirds along with Riley is Seamus McDermott, Dylan Sheed, Mel Lindsay, and Mark Tomasetti. McDermott over to Riley. Riley back to Sheed. Sheed back to McDermott, who was going to take the three. Riley takes the three, maybe the long two, and it misses. No rebound is picked up as the time has expired. And that will do it for the first half of play. Firebirds lead 31-19 here on Coach Finnegan night, and it was a really good first half. Who would you give your standout star to in the first half, Caden?
I just say I have to give it probably to Seamus McDermott. McDermott's been a big-time presence. His first half stats were solid, maybe not above and beyond great, but he was still a presence, and he still made New Hope feel worried and made sure they covered him.
Absolutely, Seamus has been having a really good game so far. Noah, once again, our courtside reporter. Noah, who is your standout star so far of the first half as the Firebirds lead 31-19?
Thanks, Dave. Well, so far, what it looks like is Ian Hendricks coming in the second quarter off the bench really provided a spark to give the Firebirds the 12-point lead they have, hitting a couple of threes, making great defensive plays, and overall just picking up the pace for the Firebirds. I think Ian Hendricks is the player to watch for the second half.
Yeah, Ian Hendricks for sure has played a major part. Well, David Shapansky, me, the voice of the Firebirds, along with Caden Stewart, we'll be back for second half action as the Firebirds lead 31-19. Stay tuned here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get us to 700 subscribers.
Go out and the night is falling. I'll be standing tall with the whole world watching when the fight goes down and every eye is on me. I'll be standing strong with or without warning. It's been a long time coming, I've been waiting for you. It's been a long time coming, I've been waiting for you. Watch me fight like a warrior. Watch me rise up like a champion. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Knock me down, I'll be back for more. Nothing can stop me, I'm the champion. The shadows come and cover the horizon. I will be the one to slay all the giants. It's been a long time coming, I've been waiting for you. It's been a long time coming. Watch me fight like a warrior. Watch me rise up like a champion. It's brighter than this fire. I'm more than a survivor. I'm more than a survivor. More than a survivor.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome back here to the Holy Ghost Prep Campus in the Chapman Arena here on the Firebird Fieldhouse. And what a halftime that was. It was pretty fun, though. It's a new, kind of a new tradition, maybe not, but we'll kind of have it every game. We did not have a student hit the half-court shot. Firebirds lead by a score of 31-19 against New Hope Solebury. Caden, we talked about the first half and Seamus McDermott a little bit. Also, Noah talked about Ian Hendricks. But is there something that, you really think stood out once again, maybe as a team effort-wise?
Well, there was there was plenty of team effort, especially like right after that Chapman timeout, or timeout by Coach Chapman. It seemed like the defense and offense really picked it up right after that, and that was a big turning point in the game. And I think that was perfect teamwork, being able to get the rebounds in the paint, forced New Hope to take shots they would not rather take. And they were able to get more three-point shots off, and they felt more comfortable doing so.
Yeah, the three-point shot was really, really good. And for the first time this half, Noah, you want to give some words of what the Firebirds have to do to win this game and finish the deal against New Hope Solebury?
All right, well, it looks like they're in a pretty commanding lead right now, but we need to keep pedal to the metal. That second quarter has really sparked this offense, really kept them going. We need to keep that going here in the second half. Strength on defense, better transition defense, and overall not turning the ball over. I think that's the only key for us to keep this going.
Yeah, let's keep this going. Thank you, Noah, doing a great job as our courtside reporter for the first time. Really the first courtside reporter we've had. Miles Demby starts it for the Lions. Demby drives towards the basket, gets around Sylvester, and the rebound is picked up by Mel Lindsay, who's being heavily pressured by Albano. Firebirds have it. It's McDermott over to Lindsay. Lindsay to Riley. Riley for three, and it rims around.
There we go.
Fighting for it is Sylvester,
good call,
and
good call.
He'll draw the foul.
So I would like to point out right after halftime, New Hope is averaging 40 points per game. They scored 19 in the first half. They are just 1 point off like an average or a projected score of just 40. So Holy Ghost right now, like I said before, 45 should be the target amount of points for them total in the game.
There's Dylan Shee, drives, had a bunch of room there. Riley over to McDermott. McDermott for three, and Sham just misses. Rebound is picked up by Liam Ross, the 6'5 sophomore. Yes, I've said that right. Albano takes it back up the court for the blue and yellow jerseyed New Hope Solebury Lions, coached by Derek Brooks.
The Holy Ghost needs to play lockdown defense here. Their key is probably 15 points. They score 15 points throughout the rest of the game.
Demby just barely missed the layup there. Firebirds, going to try to play good defense as they did in that second quarter. Dylan Shee draws the foul. It was not on the shot, so it's a floor foul. Dylan Hildebrandt will inbound. Hildebrandt, good defense there by McDermott. It's on the floor. The ref is kind of blocking our view here, but the Firebirds do come away with it. Good job by Mel Lindsay. Lindsay with a good pass on target to Sylvester. Thought about shooting a three, but instead runs towards the basket, and it's his will, his way. Ryan Sylvester gets the layup, makes it look easy, and the Firebirds now lead by 14.
So as long as they can keep this steady, it should be a fairly easy match throughout the remainder of the game. Oh boy.
We had a ball come up on the broadcasting table. For the first time this season, we should get a little counter for that. Should get a little counter for that. Put on the side of the screen. We're also using our new camera, which we received for Giving Tuesday here on campus. Sylvester playing good defense there. There's Hildebrandt for three, and he just missed that one. Hard collision there on the floor as Sylvester looked like he went kind of colliding into Liam Ross.
That could have been way
worse. Way worse than what it was. There was a bad injury in the JV game too earlier for New Hope Solebury. Looked like a knee injury of some sort. It's on the floor, so not a shooting foul. Hildebrandt looks for an opening. Good job by Mel Lindsay to just get a handout and delay the proceedings here for New Hope. Once again, we want to give a great big thank you to the friends and family of Coach Tom Finnegan, who joined us here on his honorary night here at the Chapman Arena. The Holy Ghost Prep administration, they will hang a plaque next to the coaching office here in the Chapman Arena that maybe will be up by Saturday. And speaking of Saturday, that will be Coaches versus Cancer. The Firebirds will take on Radnor at 7 p.m. The varsity team JV game will begin at 5:30. There's a layup made by number 15, the sophomore Miles Demby. Firebirds with speed. Mel Lindsay having it all his way, kind of a Euro step, and it will be an offensive foul there against Mel Lindsay.
So again, a little bit more of a contested foul. I can see how that could go either way.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know if we hit 700 subscribers. That was our goal, though, for this stream. We came in just 4 shy of that mark. David Shabansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds, along with Caden Stewart. There's a 3-ball for Charlie Albano. Good defense by the Firebirds, but good rebounding there by Hildebrandt. The Firebird student section wants an offensive foul. Now driving is Lehman. Lehman back out to Albano, and there's a travel there by the Lions.
It's a great call on the travel, but the Holy Ghost really, really needed that. Not just because of the turnover, but they needed to stop momentum.
Firebirds, though, do need to cut the fouls down. They're not even 3 minutes in yet, and they already have 3 fouls on the board.
So like I said before, foul trouble could be a factor if a star player starts to foul out. They need to get to 45 points or at least 40 before then. It's a handicap.
Yeah, what I was about to say, Seamus McDermott bring up the ball for the Firebirds. Over to Shee, dangerous pass there, and being double-teamed by Sylvester as he had it picked off from him. And now New Hope slowing down the pace. They trail here. That was Heath Miller. Miller to Hildebrandt, who's probably been one of the best players along with Demby. Demby over to Lehman. Lehman goes up for the 2, and the layup just misses, but the Firebirds need to get some rebounds here, and they finally do, and it's picked up by Mel Lindsay, who gets the rebound. And Firebirds will keep, and they'll inbound, but the Firebirds do need to get some of the boards here because they have the size advantage, and looks like some of these shorter guards are getting the rebounds here for New Hope.
So if you have a 6'5", fresh 6'5" sophomore, then you really then you probably do have the height advantage, and that they do. They really need to utilize that, and I've not seen them do that as much today.
Sheed with a beautiful pass to Seamus McDermott, but that just hit off the side of the rim, not having enough power to go in there. Now the Firebirds are on a little bit of a scoreless streak here as Hildebrandt brings up the ball, gives it off to Lehman. Now over in the corner, there's a long 3 from way out by Albano. Rebound by Seamus McDermott. McDermott, the junior, gives it off to Riley. Riley with a nice little move, and one. What a move by Shane Riley.
I talk about a Euro step on that one. He Euro stepped all the way to Asia. That was amazing.
That was some Joel Embiid right there with that Euro step. Aiden Graham checks in for McDermott, who's been really good so far in this one. Riley goes to the line to try to make it a 3-point play as the student section is on their feet and all quiet. Riley does miss, though. He gets his rebound. Riley for 2, and he makes it. It's a 4-point play.
A perfect play, too, by Shane Riley. That's exactly what you should do.
Firebirds' lead was up to 16, but now it's taken down to 14 as there's a 2-point shot there that goes in for the visiting Lions. Just under 4 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Riley over to Lindsay. Thought about the 3, but decided not to take it. Lindsay kind of cross-court pass towards the middle to Graham. Graham being double-teamed, or sorry, that was Sylvester. There's a 3 for Lindsay, and it was off, just not his exactly best shot to take. But Lindsay has looked really good so far for the Firebirds here in this one. Going to try to get some more rebounds.
Only a couple of minutes left in the game. Holy Ghost defense just needs to be consistent. Just keep doing what they are doing.
Hildebrandt going to work here against Lindsay. Lindsay was getting some good defense there, and a lot of players fall on the floor. 2 Lions, and Ryan Sylvester also goes to the grounds. Will be a foul there against the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. It's against Mel Lindsay, and he is arguing his case here against the official. It's Sylvester's 3rd foul here of the quarter. Foul was against Sylvester, not Lindsay, but Lindsay was arguing for his buddy there, his teammate Sylvester. Checking in is Sean McGranahan.
So
there's number 13, Brian Demby, who walked, and the Firebirds are going to take back over possession.
In addition to the foul trouble by individual players, you also will have to be aware that teams will be very, very less aggressive, or I say much, much less aggressive on 3-point shots and even regular shots in general from the paint if they have too many fouls. So it's the perfect blanket.
Yep. Good blanket so far. The blanket is 14 points. Mel Lindsay for 3, and it's good. The big man adds to the great 3-point shooting, and he now gives the Firebirds a 17-point lead here in the Chapman Arena on Coach Finnegan night.
So Holy Ghost Prep at 40 points now. If they can keep this up, they just need 5 more points to get to the mark, I would say, to probably win the game.
John Wilson back out to Lehman. Lehman almost had the ball stolen from him as 2 seniors coming after him for the Firebirds, faking the 3 there, but now taking it was Charlie Albano, and he cooks the 3. And the Firebirds now lead has fallen to just 14. And Mel Lindsay really frustrated here. I don't know what the calls are, maybe with himself, but the foul does go against Mel Lindsay. It's already the 5th foul of this half for the Firebirds. Mel Lindsay checks out. Ian Hendricks checks in. He looked really good in the second quarter. He was Noah Makowitz's, our courtside reporter, star of the first half.
So Liam Hendricks has really performed well. If everyone else goes into foul trouble, Hendricks needs to stay safe, but Holy Ghost Prep needs to have a leader on the court in the fourth quarter.
David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds, along with Caden Stewart here on this home opener from the Chapman Arena. Firebirds trying to remain undefeated and improve to 3-0. Coach Chapman comes into this game with 903 wins as coach here of the Firebirds. John Wilson, the 5'7" junior, for the Lions, back out to Demby. Demby gives it off to Wilson, being guarded by Graham. Now Wilson has help as it comes with the hands of Lehman. Lehman with a little bit of an over-the-court pass underneath to Liam Ross. Ross misses. That was all air for Liam Ross. Ross battles for it, and that will be a travel as Liam Ross, he was fighting for the rebound, did come away with it, but it was illegal there as the Firebirds lead by 14.
So again, another good travel call there, and a good job by Coach Chapman, able to hold his timeout until the end of the until at least the fourth quarter. He had to use it early because of the late run or the early run by New Hope, but now New Hope seems to be struggling very, very much.
Firebirds do lead by 14, but New Hope Solebury has seemed to come alive in their first 3 games, although they were all losses in the third and fourth quarter, late in the third and early in the fourth. So watch out for that here. Ian Hendricks there for a contested 3.
Yeah!
Ian Hendricks gets the student section to rise. Firebirds now lead once again by 17, tying their biggest lead of the night. Demby goes to work. He had 2 Firebirds against him. Didn't even hit the rim. Demby, though, has looked good for the Lions. Now he'll try to get back on defense as Sheed goes to work against him. Sheed has 2 Lion bodies against them. And Ian Hendricks has the last 5 points for the Firebirds. Timeout, New Hope.
Holy Ghost showing their stuff. Holy Ghost is absolutely dominating on both sides of the floor, and they have reached their 45-point threshold. In fact, and they are exactly 45. A few more points. I think they're going to win the game with just 45, but a few more points just to push them over the edge, secure the win. This is no time to get cocky. Just make sure you get locked up.
Well, the Firebirds' biggest point total this season was 70. They'll need 25 to get there, but we'll see if they can do that in another 25 seconds. We'll be right back as timeout for New Hope. David Transky, Caden Stewart will join you on the other side of this microphone timeout. Firebirds all over New Hope, 45-26. Just 70 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Firebirds with a record of 2-0 lead the Lions, New Hope Solebury Lions, who are 0-3 so far on the season. Inbounding the ball for the visiting Lions will be Albano. Albano now going to try to take up the ball the full court way. Mark Tomasetti checks back in for Coach Chapman's Firebirds. Tomasetti for sure has a lot of speed. Kind of reminds you of Chris Cada from last year. Referee, once again, a little bit obstructing our view here. We do have a new broadcasting booth for this year. There's Demby, who kind of got blocked there by Aiden Graham, just a little bit, kind of got messed up a little bit there by the rim. Aiden Graham still have yet to see a Graham Cracker 3. Riley thought about it, but didn't take it. Instead, with a beautiful pass underneath to Sean McGranahan. 36 seconds left to play. Firebirds lead by, I had to do quick math there.
21.
They lead by 21.
So I'm not good at math. Don't look at me.
I know. I'm looking at the scoreboard, looking at the time, and I'm looking at the score at the same time. Good steal there by Sean McGranahan. Throwing him on the run is Shane Riley. Riley being contested by Wilson, and Shane Riley turns garbage into gold.
Say, forget the fourth quarter comeback. Like I said in my game notes, Holy Ghost is running away with it.
As Mark Zumoff would say, Lions fighting for one last shot, and he misses it. Firebirds all over New Hope Solebury as they lead by 23. Noah, that was a great third quarter. Firebirds added to their lead, got some more momentum and hype in the building from the student section here on this home opener Coach Finnegan night. It's been a great game so far, and the Firebirds just have one more leg to push it. Recap that third quarter a little bit for you from kind of a crowd perspective.
Well, I was out in the student section, Dave, and let me tell you, it's wild out there. We are getting very, very hyped. The Firebirds played a beautiful third quarter. Led by Shane Riley with some incredible play. We had some help from Ian Hendricks the second he subbed back in. Again, my player to watch of the second half. Came in, made an impact immediately, hitting a contested three at the top of the key. Shane Riley playing great offense, and overall the team playing great defense. The fouls might be the problem down the road, but other than that, it's looking like we're going to smooth right into the fourth quarter with this moment.
I would say the crowd is very energetic. So, and I know you're over there for the most part. So we'll check back up with you. If the Firebirds do win this one, we will have an interview with the star player. I believe Noah is going to handle that after the game. If the Firebirds do hold on and win this one, right now they have a confident lead by 23. Firebirds start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. Tomasetti got blocked there by a Lion defender. John Wilson was in there to help out.
At this point in the game, it's
Wilson over to Albino. Go ahead, Caden.
At this point in the game, it's all about confidence. Which team has the most confidence in their offense and defense that they can pull off the late quarter comeback if they need it. Holy Ghost is not needed, but they still have more confidence going in.
Confidence is key, and all about building confidence for Saturday's game, which is the Coaches versus Cancer night. There's a three ball from Albino, and it kind of rimmed in, but then came right out. And the Firebirds will take over. Firebirds have 5 fouls so far here in this half to the 3 for the Lions. David Transky, the voice of the Firebirds, with you here along with Caden Stewart here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ian Hendricks with a pass back to Tomasetti. Tomasetti beyond the three-point line gives it off to Ian Hendricks, who is fouled. Ian Hendricks actually committed the foul. Correct me there. Justin Lehman will check back in for Derek Brooks's New Hope Solebury Lions. I want to give a big thank you to Mr. Jacobs for helping us out, along with Matt, our producer and tech, as always. Also, our brand new camera, which has done a really good job kind of following the ball here so far today. There's Lehman, who just checked in. Lehman to Wilson, who's got a lot of playing time here in the second half. Coming away with it is Tomasetti with tons of daylight and tons of speed, but he's blocked. Good block there by Brian Demby, but it will be a foul against Demby, as apparently he just didn't get a piece of the ball. He got a piece of the hand of Tomasetti. Mark will go to the line to shoot 2.
It was a good attempt at a block, but it was definitely a foul. Another good call by the referee.
First one for Tomasetti is missed, hit off the back of the net. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left to play. If you're just joining us, it's been a good one. It was a very close game early on in this one. Firebirds, though, have kind of pulled away and got a pretty good comfort here. Tomasetti adds to that one, going 1 for 2 at the free throw line. And the Firebirds hit the 50-point mark, Caden. There's John Wilson, who gives it off to Hildebrandt, and a foul there against Tomasetti. Second foul against Tomasetti. It's Dasani who will check in. Dasani McNeely Bronson will check in for the first time today for Coach Chapman's Firebirds. And right before Dasani gets some action here in this game, Coach Tony Chapman will call a timeout and give his guys a rest. Well, just like that timeout, we'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. We'll give our voice another timeout. It's late here in the fourth quarter, late into the night, here on Coach Finnegan night. Stay tuned. It should be a good one to end this one. We'll have an interview after the game with the star of the game with Noah Makowitz, our courtside reporter, and we'll also have a post-game show, which may or may not have an interview from Coach Tony Chapman. We'll find out. We'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't turn the dial, or really don't click on another YouTube video. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Chapman Arena. David Chapansky with you here along with Caden Stewart. Caden, 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to play, 35 seconds to be exact. Left to play here in the fourth quarter. Firebirds right now almost have doubled the score of the Lions.
So this has really been a runaway. There's no real competition here put up by New Hope. They had a lot of good competition in the first half, but it seems they've just fallen off a cliff. They've only put up 9 points this entire second half.
Justin Lehman at the point now gives it off to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt being double-teamed there shortly. Good defense by the Firebirds. There's a three taken by Demby, and it bounces off the top of the rim. Rebound once again by perhaps the star of the game, Ian Hendricks. Hendricks now gives it to Tomasetti. Firebirds are really in no rush. They lead by 24. Dasani travels. And the student section did not like that call as they boo the ref. Dasani didn't really like the call either. Right now, in for the Firebirds is Noah McDermott as he checks in for the first time, along with Mark Tomasetti, Ian Hendricks, Dasani, and Sean, who also joins out there. Sean McGranahan is the only senior out there, the only not junior out there right now for the Firebirds. There's Liam Ross. It's tipped away. Ian Hendricks has been all over the floor, defensively and offensively. What a big game for him. McGranahan over to Tomasetti, the point guard. There's a three for Ian Hendricks, and it's strained. Ian Hendricks is on fire. Can you stop him? The answer right now is no.
And it should be no. He has absolutely taken control of this game. He is helping Holy Ghost run away with this one.
There's a layup, and that's missed by the visiting Lions. Lions are really in a scoreless drought here. Good, though, for the Firebird student section. Loving it. Don't forget to like and subscribe here to the YouTube channel. Firebirds will take on Radnor on Saturday at 7 p.m. That's the varsity game. JV begins at 5:30. Come on out and support the guys and buy an SGA t-shirt, which is in the lobby. It's the Firebird shirt of the year for only $10. Get them exclusively today and really at every home game for the most part. There's Noah McDermott back out to Hendricks. He wanted to take that shot so bad but decided not to. There's Tomasetti, who tried to get the layup, but rebound by Liam Ross. Ross gives Lehman, who tried to get a spring. Firebirds come back on defense, and we will have a referee timeout. Well, we'll have a New Hope Solebury timeout. Caden, Firebirds leading here by 27 points. They've doubled the score of the New Hope Solebury Lions. It's been all Firebirds on Coach Finnegan night. Great vibes here in the building. For the first time in over 500 days, the Chapman Arena has a student section. It's alive and really happening here. And the scene, really the atmosphere has been great.
It looks like Holy Ghost has not missed a step. They have been absolutely on point on defense, on offense, and the crowd has really been hyping up the players. And I'm sure if the crowd was not this big, the players would not be doing that well.
Looks like it will be number 15, Miles Demby, the 6'4 sophomore, who inbounds here against Dasani McNeely Bronson. Good to see Dasani getting some playing time here in the fourth quarter. He played really good last year for the JV team. And Coach Kraus, the JV team, did win against New Hope, so the Firebirds trying to complete the sweep there. Holy Ghost prep foul is against Daniel Raxness, who checks in for the first time, the senior. Going to the line will be number 15, Miles Demby. He'll shoot two. His first one is good. Demby has had some trouble at the free throw line today. Trying to get the 28th point is Demby, and he will. 28th point of the day for the Lions. Firebirds lead 53-28. Mark Tomasetti over to McNeely Bronson. Back out to Noah McDermott. McDermott and Seamus are not brothers. James Cahill is also in the game for Coach Chapman's Firebirds. Tomasetti thought about taking the three, but now they really slowed the pace down with just over 4 minutes left to play here in this one. McDermott tried to get around a Lion defender. Dasani is in the corner, is in three-point territory right now. Good pass underneath to Cahill. Cahill tried to find a seam to Raxness. Good defense there by the Firebirds. Raxness fights for it, but so does Ross. McNeely Bronson comes away with it. Dasani for two, and this place would have exploded if that was made. Rebound, though, is picked up by the Firebirds, and looks like we will have some sort of a stoppage here.
Looks like an injury on the New Hope bench. A player in very much discomfort holding his left arm.
So they're going to check in number 13, Brian Demby. Not exactly sure what happened there. The Firebirds have possession. It was not a foul. There is an injury is what it looks like. Number 32, Liam Ross. Thank you, Noah. Noah does not have his mic on right now, but courtside reporter doing a great job. Looked like it even got our PA announcer, Mr. Bessler, trying to figure out what happened there as he does announce all the fouls. Firebirds do get that one picked off as they weren't able to corral the pass, but James Cahill does get the ball back. Great hustle. Good-hearted hustle there by James Cahill.
And an even better steal, sneaking right up on New Hope, right up the sideline. That's exactly what defense should look like here.
There's the Sonny McNeely Bronson. McDermott wanted to take the three, but takes the two, and it misses. Hits off the side of the rim. Rebound is picked up by number 13, Brian Demby. And the Lions will have it the other way. It looks like Demby is also nursing something as he has a wrap on his knee, and I don't think that was the case in the first half.
I did not notice that in the first half.
There is a Holy Ghost prep foul. It's against number 3, Mark Tomasetti. Brian Demby, the 6'1 senior, brother of Miles Demby, will go to the line to shoot two. First one misses. It was only to shoot one, it looked like. Must have been a technical or something of some sort. McDermott over to Tomasetti, who's at the arc. Tomasetti over to the key for McNeely Bronson. Raxness thought about trying to make it swish, but instead it's given to Dasani, and McNeely Bronson is fouled. Good job there by Dasani. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Looks like he's grimacing in some pain, though, as he went to the floor there kind of hard.
I may sound like a broken record, but this is not a good fourth quarter for New Hope. They have only put up 2 points this entire fourth quarter, and I'm going to be quiet.
The whole arena is quiet. McNeely Bronson makes the first one. I felt like we were the only people speaking at that time. Another one will be really quiet.
It's in Mr. Goulet's class.
Dasani misses the second, unfortunately. James Cahill gets the ball back.
Take the three.
Cahill to McDermott, who is running the point right now. Firebirds lead 54-28. There's Raxness. It's for three and just missed. This place probably would have exploded once again, and there's a foul. It's against New Hope Solebury.
Nice. This is an absolutely outstanding offensive performance. New Hope cannot catch up. They cannot keep up, and Holy Ghost Prep is absolutely dominating.
Student section is really into it. There's Tomasetti. Just over 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in this one. Firebirds going to improve to a 3-0 record and remain undefeated. Back out for a three, not taken though by Tomasetti. Cross-court pass to the key for McDermott. McDermott, there's a three for Raxness, and it's good. The bleachers shake, and it's Dan Raxness.
There we go.
This place explodes, the lightning goes off, and the Firebirds have opened the cap. It's 57-28. The bleachers are shaking as that's missed by New Hope, and the Firebirds can feel the energy shaking.
So the stadium is rocking, and this is the type of energy they need.
Picked off by Hildebrand as he kind of rained on the parade. Foul there against McDermott. Looks like Jason Brown is going to check in. Brown and Colin Todd are both going to check in. Checking out is Dasani McNeely Bronson and Mark Tomasetti. So now on the floor for the Firebirds, as going to shoot two at the line for the Lions is Dylan Hildebrandt. For the Firebirds, it's Noah McDermott, Daniel Raxness, Colin Todd, Jason Brown, and James Cahill. Free throw is missed there. Noah McDermott running the point with speed. McDermott makes the layup. Firebirds going to try to get to 60. They lead by 31 against New Hope. It's a rout.
Absolutely outstanding performance by this Holy Ghost Prep offense and the defense as well.
Trying to get the pass off there from Demby, but it looks like a Lion was fouled on the floor. David Shapansky, the voice of the Firebirds, with you here on this Thursday evening, along with Caden Stewart. Stay tuned for a post-game show of a player interview with the star of the game and Noah Makowitz. We'll find out who that star of the game will be coming up in a little bit. We'll have a post-game show, and it will be a good one here as the Firebirds are leading by 30 here. First one at the line, Brian Demby makes the first one. John Wilson checks back in, number 1 for New Hope. Second one for Demby is missed, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Does Brian Demby. Rebound by Raxness over to his fellow senior counterpart and my classmate James Cahill. Cahill with the move. 74 seconds left to play here in this one. It's all Holy Ghost here on Coach Finnegan night. Colin Todd to Jason Brown, who makes it. Jason Brown makes the layup, and the Firebirds have officially reached over 60. They now head for 70. But they're going to need a lot of points to get there. And they need 9.
And speaking of 60, just 60 points, 60 seconds
to
remaining.
tie their season high. There's a 3. It was tipped by Albano, and it's completely missed. Albano shakes his head and slaps his fist in frustration. Firebirds now going to take it up the other way. It's Noah McDermott, just over 30 seconds left to play. Colin Todd over to James Cahill. Cahill getting some forced contact there against him. Cahill back out to James Brown. Jason Brown is what I meant to say. Brown gets the rebound. There's James Cahill and just misses. Rebound fought for by Raxness, but it's picked up by the pink shoed, number 35, Will Ketty. Ketty over to Albano. This might be one of the last shots of the game, if not the last. They hold for the last shot. There's the 3. It's number 11, and Charlie Albano puts a cap to his night. There's a long 3 taken by Jason Brown, but the Firebirds defeat the New Hope Solebury Lions by a final score of 61-32.
It's an absolutely outstanding job. Outstanding has to be the word of the day for Holy Ghost Prep. They bounce back. They come back at home, their first home game in over 500 days, and the fans did not miss a beat. The chants, the screaming, the yelling, the cheering, this is exactly what has to happen at every game for the remainder of the season, and Coach will be proud.
Absolutely. So we're going to get our star of the game in just a little bit, but it should be an exciting one. This Saturday, come on out to Coaches versus Cancer. That will be all day Saturday. There's a freshman basketball game in the morning. After that, it's CYO basketball tournament, which will be live streamed here on YouTube all day. And then at 7 p.m., we will be back for the varsity game as the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds will take on Radnor. That will be at 7 p.m. The JV team will play at 5:30 once again. And we will have a post-game show and an interview coming up here after this game. Firebirds rout New Hope Solebury by a final score of 61-32 here on Coach Finnegan Night. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, welcome back here to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel as the Firebirds present post-game live. David Transky with you here. Caden will be back here in one moment. We'll wrap things up here for you, but before we do, we just want to give a big thank you to everyone who came out to today's game, all the alumni. It really was, great to see. We had a lot of the friends and family members of Coach Finnegan, including his wife. And once again, we thank everyone coming out. A great way to honor Coach Finnegan. And we'll go over some of the numbers here for the game. The leading scorer for the Firebirds with 16 points is Shane Riley. The second leading scorer in points, but our player of the game, is Ian Hendricks with 13 total points. And not only was he the player of the game in terms of offensively, I know that Shane Riley had a great game too, not taken away from him, but Ian Hendricks was all over the floor. Tons of hustle, and we had two really great potential stars of the game in Shane Riley and Ian Hendricks, but I just think the defensive part of it too, added on with it, really gave Ian the head nod here in the star of the game.
I do have to agree. He was the star of the game. Everyone was doing great on both offense and defense. It was definitely a team win, but Ian had to be the star of the game. He really took control in the second half, and he's one of the main reasons why Holy Ghost dominated the way that they did.
Yeah, it was a lot of points really all around, too. Noah McDermott gets 2. Mark Tomasetti had 3. Dylan Sheet had 4. Seamus McDermott had 2. Dasani McNeely Bronson had 1. Ian Hendricks, of course, had the 13. Ryan Sylvester had 5. Jason Brown has 2. Mel Lindsay had 5. Sean McGranahan had 5. So although there wasn't really one guy who put up that 20, it was really great to see, an all-around team effort and a really great game, a great home opener. The atmosphere was electric, a lot of great things going on here, and it's just the start of what we hope is a great season. Team looks really good.
They really do. I look forward to the very next game and hopefully a state championship run.
Yeah, and that will be Saturday against Radnor. That will be at 7 p.m. Coaches versus Cancer will be all day, of course, with the JV game at 5:30 p.m. And at 7 p.m. will be the varsity game against Radnor. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. And we will also get an interview with Ian Hendricks, who's the player of the game. Noah will assist with that. And our courtside reporter did a great job for his first game here on the gig. Also shout out to Matt, our producer and tech, along with Mr. Jacobs. And we also may have an interview with Coach Chapman briefly about Coach Tom Finnegan. But we'll see if all that transpires. But stay tuned here on the post-game show here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. We'll have much more coming at you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Firebirds rout the New Hope Solebury Lions by a final score of 61-32 in the home opener. Well, welcome back here to the post-game show. We'll have Liam Hendricks coming up here in just a little bit. Noah and I will assist. I'll let Noah, though, take the lead on the interview. But I do have a question I want to ask Ian. We'll see it at the end. But 61-32 win for the Firebirds. I want to clear up something. Mrs. Gear just came over here. I gave a shout-out to her son, Liam, with the phrase graham cracker. Yes, Liam, you did come up with it. I'll give you the credit on that one with graham crackers. So yeah, it's Aiden Graham, of course. Also, thank you to Mr. Bessler, who's our PA announcer here. And like I said, we're just waiting on Ian and perhaps Mr. Chapman, and we'll close up this game. Again, the Firebirds, they improved to 3-0 on the season. The New Hope Solebury Lions fall to 0-4. Once again, within the next minute or two, we're just waiting on Ian to come up. They're going to wrap up the game, of course, probably having a coach, kind of final thoughts here of this one. But it's probably all positive to say, at least for the most part, as the Firebirds really put up a good offensive and defensive showing for the most part here against New Hope Solebury. Also wonderful to see all the students, a lot of the student body coming out. And also thank you to the Mr. Firebird. And Ian is coming out now. So we'll talk to him on the other side of this break. All right, I'll introduce. All right, well, welcome back here to the post-game show. Noah Makowitz, who is our courtside reporter for the first time, is going to have two players standing by. Ian Hendricks, our player of the game, and Sean McGranahan.
All right, I'm here with Ian and Sean. Ian, you checked in the second quarter, coming off of a close game with Pennsbury. You came in, you hit some clutch threes, you played some great defense. How did you feel coming off the bench during that quarter?
I felt like I always stay ready, always put in work. You know, just got to be ready to come off the bench and light a spark.
Sean, you also came off the bench in that second quarter, sparking a big scoring output by the Firebirds, giving yourself a more commanding lead at halftime. How did you feel coming off the bench second quarter to help spark that and playing a good role in it?
I just knew that I needed to come in, play good defense on the big man, get stops, and start generating some offense.
Ian, you also exploded in the second half, playing great defense throughout and hitting a couple more clutch threes. I could tell you were in your bag later in the game. You helped spark your team on offense, getting the commanding victory you did. How do you feel your team played today?
Feel like first quarter we came out a little flat, but we really picked it up second quarter, and then we just exploded offensively and defensively in the second half. And that's really what we need to do throughout the season against teams like Radnor and teams like Strathaven coming up. And we just really need that to win these next few games.
Awesome, thank you.
All
Dave,
right, well,
you had a question?
I got two questions. I got one quickly for Ian and one for Sean. First one for Ian. Noah, you can give Ian your mic. How does it feel to play for Coach Chapman in your first home varsity game?
I love it. He really brings energy. He's tough on us, but not too tough. I like how he really pushes us to be the best that we can be in every day. Practice, games, it really just helps us be better every single day.
And the next one for Sean. The crowd was really going today. How does that work for you as a player? And how exciting was it?
It brings all the energy, especially seeing our friends who we've gone to school with for 4 years, seeing them up there calling our name every time we check in, cheering for us every time we hit a shot. It means the world. And I hope that they continue the support.
All right, well, thanks so much, Ian and Sean. And also thank you to Noah. Did a great job with Courtside Reporter for the first time today. Noah, we really appreciate it. And we're also going to have Coach Chapman on here for a couple brief words about Coach Tom Finnegan. And Coach Chapman, really, I mean, just speak a little bit about the effect that not only Coach Finnegan had on you, but also on the Holy Ghost Prep basketball program as a whole.
Well, he was a special guy, and he sacrificed a lot. Was a pretty good distance away. Could only really make night practices during the week, but was here on the weekends all the time. And what his wife said was really true. He loved the school, and he was very, very proud of being a coach here. And she's right on the clothing. He always seemed to have something Holy Ghost on.
Yeah, you could really feel the love that you and, of course, everyone who knew him really had. The last question I have is just kind of for the team as a whole. As the lights go out on us, that might be a sign. But really, what is one thing you're really looking forward to with this group this year?
Well, early in the year, in the practice sessions, I thought we'd be pretty deep as a team. We only played really 7 guys in the tournament. We played more tonight. This guy had a great game, kept his attitude up after not getting a lot of time. Sean's played solid all 3 games. Okay, and tonight, and their sophomore kid, their inside kid, number 15, was pretty good. We have some size. He guarded that kid much better than other guys who I thought could guard him. So that's a credit to him, and Ian was sticking shots the whole night. So it's a credit to both of them.
Absolutely, Ian and Sean with great games. Well, congrats, Coach Chapman, on win 904, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. All right, well, that will just about do it for this edition of Firebirds Post Game Live. It had interviews. Noah with the first time assisting us. Thank you so much for everything, Noah.
Yeah, of course, happy to be here.
Thank you. It had the lights go out a couple times, but really just a great big thank you to everyone who put this date together. We'll be back at it on Saturday against Radnor at 7 p.m. as the Firebirds will look to stay undefeated and get their 4th win of the season. As always, thank you so much for watching here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. I'm David Chmansky, the voice of the Firebirds, for Noah Makowitz, for Caden Stewart. I sign off here on this Thursday night. Have a great night. Stay safe and always treat others with love and respect. Have a great night. David Chmansky, the voice of the Firebirds, signing off.